Good morning, Divine Fems. Welcome back to the channel. I always say the channel, my channel, I should say, but it kind of feels like ours. Doesn't feel like just mine, you know what I mean? Anyway, welcome. Yesterday I did a reading regarding how the Divine Masculine and the Karmic feel towards the Divine Feminine. Today I'm going to have a look at how the Divine Feminine is. So if you're Divine Feminine and you're watching, a special welcome to you. Please let me know if this reading resonates by leaving a comment down below. So first of all, I'm going to have a look at how the Divine Feminine is feeling at the moment. If you're a Divine Masculine watching, this might give you some extra insight. So yeah, we're going to have a look at how the Divine Feminine is feeling, and then we're going to have a look at the likely decisions that the Divine Feminine will take moving forward. Because I think a lot of these readings that we see on YouTube, and there are certainly, you know, even the readings that I do, we focus a lot on the Divine Masculine, what his intentions are, what his feelings are. But we don't often look at the Divine Feminine. So let's do it. Let's see how the Divine Feminine is feeling at the moment. So this is a very general reading, so it won't necessarily resonate with you. Please bear that in mind. Yeah, so I must stop saying I'm in an sort of mood today. Okay, Spirit, please can we be with the Divine Feminine? How is the Divine Feminine feeling at the moment regarding the situation with the Divine Masculine? How is Divine Feminine feeling? Thank you. Yeah, share the love. Yeah, that kind of says it all, doesn't it, really? I dropped those, so I'm not going to take those. How else is the Divine Feminine feeling, please? Oh, gosh. Coming together. Do you know, if I could have forecast some cards, these would have been it. Listen. And I'm going to take this one because it's coming out. Yeah, interesting. If I can get my camera angles right, I will. In fact, I'm going to put them like this. Yeah, look at this, Divine Femme. I mean, doesn't it just say it all? You know, how are you feeling if you're a Divine Femme watching? If you're a Divine Masculine, look at this. The Divine Feminine is just, there's a feeling of frustration here because the Divine Feminine just wants to share her love with her Divine Masculine. That is what she wants. That's the bottom line, you know? It's almost like, you know, in some instances, in fact, in a lot of instances, it's like all consuming, you know, it's something you can't get it out of your mind. You know, your Divine Masculine is constantly in your heart. You just want to share this love with the Divine Masculine, and you see the light. I hope you can see that there's like a light that's going through this heart. You know, Divine Femmes, that this is a divinely led relationship. You know that it's destined, and this is about your frustration. I'm sensing frustration from this card because you just want to get on with it. You just want it to happen. You want to be in union with your Divine Masculine. So, you know, here we are, look, as if this card wasn't enough of a message. This is what you're wanting. This is how you're feeling. You feel that there'll be some sense of completion once you're in union, you know. It interests me in this card because I do view this in this deck as my twin flame card. What's interesting here is this heart isn't joined at the top. So it's almost like, you know, the completion will come when you come together. That heart will be able to join up and the cycle will feel complete to you. You know, but you need it to be joined up with permanence. This is the problem at the moment because, you know that this is what's right. You know that this is when you will feel complete, you know. And it's an interesting thing, this, because obviously in the twin flame journey, you cannot rely on your Divine Masculine to bring that completion to you. Because one of the major lessons that we learn, and I'm going through this too, is that as a divine feminine, until you feel complete in yourself, you're not allowing the space for the divine masculine to come in, because that sounded like a contradiction in terms. But those of you who you know, have watched my readings before will know, because I've often say this message, that until you feel, you know, complete emotionally yourself, then your divine masculine will find it very difficult to move forward, because actually you're coming from a point of neediness, you know. Your divine masculine also goes through the same growth. So this is how you're feeling at the moment, though. You're feeling that you want to share your love, so you want to give your love, and you just want this union to happen. You want to come together, you know. And whenever there's delays, it's all about personal growth, either for you or the divine masculine, or both of you. So at the moment, I feel that you're listening out for any information you can get regarding the divine masculine, you know, especially obviously if you're in separation. If you weren't, then you probably wouldn't be watching this video, to be honest. But it feels like you're listening out at the moment for any little shimmers of information that you can get regarding your divine masculine, you know. There's an aura of patience, though, about this person on the card. There's a calmness. There's this sort of knowing, watching and waiting energy that comes with this card. And yes, it's hard, and you know, yes, it's a struggle, and yes, it's an extremely emotional experience that you're going through. But there is this knowing, I said nearly said kindness, that must fit here. There's this, it's about being kind to yourself, but it is this sort of, you have this inner knowledge, divine femmes, that, you know, the divine masculine will at some stage come into union with you. It's like this quiet confidence. That's the word I was looking for, this quiet confidence. But at the moment, you're listening for any signs that may come your way to tell you where the divine masculine's at in his journey and when he's going to be stepping towards you. For some of you, you're feeling very unsettled. Some of you are questioning this relationship. Some of you are wondering how long you can be in this watchful, waiting, listening mindset, you know, because here you are questioning whether or not you ought to just sort of put it to one side and just spread your wings and move forward in another direction. You know, we know that that is a very challenging decision to make, but it's something that's crossing your mind. It's part of your journey. It's part of your, you know, really figuring out what it is you need, what it is you want in terms of your relationships. And so some of you may well be deciding that, you know, I can't do this anymore. And you may be asking for this spiritual guidance. Look at this pathway of light here. It's almost like you're saying, you know, please, spirit, universe, angels, whoever it is that you talk to, please help me here. Do I move on? Don't I move on? It's something that some of you are considering because you're finding the current circumstances very challenging. Let me just see if we can get a bit more information on this. So what about the share the love energy, please? Thank you. Yeah, look, you know, you want the start of something passionate. We have the Ace of Wands here. You want the start of something passionate here with your divine masculine. You feel like you've waited enough time. You're ready for this new beginning. You want to rejoice in celebration with him. You know, it's you just want to be in that really loving situation with him, divine femmes. You know, some of you have waited a very, very long time. And what about the coming together energy, please? How is the divine feminine feeling about the coming together energy, please? Again, spirit, please, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's almost like, and this is what I was saying earlier about feeling emotionally secure within yourself, because it's almost like you're waiting for that stability. You're waiting for that total stability. Let me just take this out. And I can put the cards down. Okay, you're waiting for this total stability. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. You know that you're going to feel very grounded. You're going to feel very stable. You're going to feel very secure when you're with your Divine Masculine. At the moment, you may be feeling there is an imbalance emotionally for you because you're yearning for union here. And this is what you're wanting. You're wanting this stability. You're wanting this security that the Divine Masculine will bring. Just a second, please. Sorry, I have a delivery arriving. Sorry, folks. I thought I had a delivery arriving, but it is actually the postman. I'm waiting for a delivery. This is the problem. Okay, so this is what you're waiting for. You're waiting for this stability. You feel that, you know, your life will feel very settled once you're with your Divine Masculine, that you'll be able to relax a bit, you know. And here we have this sort of new beginning, another ace. We've had the Ace of Wands. We now have the Ace of Pentacles. So you're looking for this new stable beginning. For some of you, that will be also about, you know, financial security for you both. But I feel it's more about, I'm not feeling that's featuring to a large degree. I'm feeling that that's more about security, you know, the beginning of something really stable here. So what's the listening energy about, please? What's the listening energy about? Two of Wands. Yeah, it's this patient, didn't I say it's this watching, this watching energy. It's almost the Two of Wands is always about waiting for, you know, sort of purveying and procrastinating about a decision. And this is why you're in this listening, waiting energy, because look at this card. It has two, this guy is sitting here thinking things through while these galleons are sort of making their way towards him. And it's like you're really waiting for your ship to come in. You know, normally it's about the action that you're going to be taking. You know, you're planning your action. And some of you may be sitting there wondering, you know, am I supposed to be assertive here? Am I supposed to take action? We'll have a look at action steps in a moment. But, you know, this is very much about the energy you're in at the moment and how you're feeling, that you're literally just waiting for your ship to come in. So why do we have this spread your wings energy? What's this about, please? Why do we have spread your wings energy? Thank you. Yeah, you're wondering whether or not you should make a new beginning. You know, this won't be all of you, but some of you are questioning because, you know, you want to take a leap of faith here and you're considering taking a leap of faith, you know. So for some of you, that will be about trying to have a new start, maybe with somebody else. You know, that's something you're considering. For others of you, you're trying to take a leap of faith towards your Divine Masculine, you know. You're trying to actually maybe move things on quicker than they can. If you see here, it's an interesting card, this, because, you know, she's dropping this feather, she's dropping the rose. It's almost like she's saying, you know, I can't do this anymore, so I'm thinking about making a new start somewhere else. As I say, some of you may just be trying to work out how you can have the new start with your Divine Masculine, but I think more it's about you thinking, how long can I deal with this current situation and wait for my Divine Masculine to be ready before, you know, before it all gets too much and I think about moving on with someone else. You know, it could be another soulmate situation. This is just how you're feeling. It's not about what is going to happen. So let's have a look at what is the likely decisions that the Divine Feminine is going to make. And what will be the outcome of that decision? Let's just have a look at that. So let's see. I'm going to go with tarot. So let's see. Okay, Spirit, what is the likely decision that you... Thank you. Spirit are on it, I tell you. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups, yeah. So some of you may choose to move forward in a different direction. Some of you may choose, you know, it doesn't mean your connection, you're going to lose your connection with your twin flame, but for the time being, for your sanity, some of you may choose, not all of you, but some of you may choose to move forward. You know, you may have felt that life was pretty good, especially if you've been with your divine masculine, but then you're in separation at the moment. You may feel at the moment you can't cope with the in and out energy. So you may feel that moving forward is the best thing for you, you know, in another direction, while the divine masculine continues, you know, with his, what's the word? I can't think of my words again this morning. I'm not used to working in the mornings. It's crazy. Yeah, it's about his, I want to say, the word development keeps coming on, but it's not the right word. It's about his, I can't think of the word. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But, you know, he's learning lessons the same as you are and you have been, Divine Femme. So, you know, we're just waiting for that. I keep wanting to say ascension, but that is just the wrong word. It's not quite there yet. We're not at ascension level. Yeah, look at this, you know, because I see you moving towards... even though things, you know, you felt were pretty good, I see you moving forward to a point of stability. Now, this is good. I like the fact that I'm seeing this. This is a really solid foundation. And I like the fact that I'm seeing this because this is suggesting that you're moving towards your twin flame rather than away from him. So, by the way, these readings are not gender specific. I just use him and her because, you know, that's pertinent to my situation. So... please, you know, take it whichever way, gender-wise, that fits your situation. How else will the Divine Feminine, what other decisions will the Divine Feminine make, please? Yeah, there's certainly a decision here. You're going to be making some sort of decision around this situation. So it really does feel like you're sort of questioning this relationship at the moment. But you're willing to work on it. So, you know, your decision is here about you know, putting in the work that is needed to bring you this solid foundation to build your relationship on, you know? So... you know, some of you will decide to actually continue to put in the work to this relationship. Spirit, if the Divine Feminine makes that decision, what will happen moving forward, please? Nine of Cups, yeah, wish fulfillment. Look at this. So, yes... you know, it's interesting. We've got the Eight of Cups here. We have you moving forward with a situation. You know, you felt you were moving away from a situation, but maybe at the time when you decide to release the very difficult emotions around your twin flame connection, maybe, you know, as you do that, that is when your divine masculine steps forward and your wish fulfillment comes, you know? This is celebration. This is about putting the Eight Cups upright. Some of them have fallen in the previous card. But here you are with your Ninth Cup and saying, I made it. I did it. I put this work in and I did it. And this Eight of Pentacles is also about you. You know, eights are very much about complete cycles and completions. And... you know, this is about your self-work also. So for some of you, you're making the decision to continue working on yourself, Because as I said to you right at the beginning of this reading, as you work on yourself and become complete in yourself, the divine masculine will mirror your energy and will work through the issues that he's having to work through, which is likely to bring him forward with that ninth cup more quickly, you know? And it isn't about working for that outcome, but it's about working on you to allow that outcome to happen. What else, please? What else, please, for the Divine Feminine? What other actions or decisions will the Divine Feminine make? Yeah, King of Wands energy. So, yeah, this is all about taking action. You know, the King of Wands, I like him as a king. He's somebody who has a plan. He's somebody who moves forward. He's somebody who's passionate about what he wants to do. But, you know, he's very focused, you know. Sometimes, you know, with fire energy, we see in and out energy, especially with the Knight of Wands. But with the King here, you know, you see the passion here. You see that he's passionate about what he's doing, but he feels at the top of his game. He's a king, you know? And so I see you making that decision to take charge of this situation, to take the action steps that you're passionate about in order to bring you this solid foundation that you're working towards, Divine Femme. What else, please? What else will the Divine Femme decide to do, please? What else will the Divine Femme decide to do in this situation, Spirit? Yeah, you're going to be logical about it, though. Look, you're in Queen of Swords energy also. So, you know, sometimes the Queen of Swords is, you know, described as being very cold. And yes, sometimes she can be. So, you know, maybe there's a part of you, maybe you're going to decide to actually take some of the emotion out of the situation in order for your, you know, to be able to focus on your own self-love, as we said earlier. But, you know, you're going to be very logical about it. You're going to be very practical. You're going to be very matter of fact. So, yes, you've got the passion here and you're taking the actions, but you're going to be in your headspace a little bit, trying to relieve yourself of some of that emotional turmoil that you've been going through. But look at this. Two of Cups energy. You may be in your headspace and you may be focused, but what's behind it is your loving feelings. So yes, you're going to bring love into this situation. Continue to bring love into this situation, I should say. You know, if you put the work into yourself and, you know, you bring loving energy into yourself, you'll end up with the Two of Cups. Okay? You know, the Two of Cups, you know, they've just said the word union to me. You know, union is what you're aiming for. I'm just going to pull another couple of cards regarding that. Sorry, I'm just going to get... I was just trying to decide which cards. I was going to go... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's almost like... And I feel the need to hold this way, and isn't that weird? But it's almost like you're not under any illusions anymore. You're losing, you know, like in a lot of the Divine Masculine readings recently, we've been saying about he's wearing a mask, especially, you know, if he's in a karmic situation, especially, he's wearing a mask at the moment. He's not being true to himself. And he's had to work through that in the last few months. We're seeing him gradually come out of that, gradually losing his ego to be his true authentic self. And it's taking him a lot of work and a lot of time. But while he's doing that, we have the Moon card, but it came out kind of sideways, and Spirit is saying to me, hold it like that, which is very weird. But for me, that shows that he's coming, the Divine Feminine is mirroring the energy of the Divine Masculine, because you're coming out of this need to sort of have any delusional thoughts or energies at play here. just as the divine masculine is beginning to let his mask slip, you know, the divine feminine is doing the same thing. You know, you may not feel that you're wearing a mask, divine feminine. Sometimes it's difficult for us to see what we're doing, you know, ourselves. But there may have been times where, you know, you felt like you're in a bit of a fantasy, or, you know, you've chosen to believe things that aren't quite as they are. You may have been deluding yourself a little bit, but this is changing. And the fact that they're asking me to hold this like this shows me that, you know, you are heading out of that energy and, you know, into something that is much more authentic. I'm going to put that there because I think that's really key. So what do we have? Why do we have the Eight of Cups, please? Why do we have the Eight of Cups? Yeah, you've been doing a lot of thinking. You've been doing a lot of soul searching. And maybe because you're coming out of sort of, well, I don't want to say, well, yeah, I'm going to say fantasy energy because that's what they're saying to me. But for some of you, you know, maybe you've had your divine masculine on a pedestal and maybe you're being more grounded, feeling more grounded at the moment. And you've spent a lot of time thinking things through. And, you know, maybe, as I say, for some of you, you know, things you felt were good in the past, but weren't as good as you wanted them because the cups were falling. This is what you've been thinking about. This is what you've been working through. This is what's been informing your decisions. So let's see what this Four of Wands is about, please. What's the Four of Wands about, please, for the divine feminine? Oh gosh, look at this. Look at this. Another Eight of Cups. So, you know, you want to put down this foundation, but you're finding a different way to do it. This is about you moving forward, but tackling things in a different way. So that's the message they were giving us from this Eight of Cups before. Things, if we look at the two Eight of Cups that we have here, things, as I just said, weren't as you wanted them before because some of the cups were fallen. But here we see them all standing up straight. So that to me is about you working on the situation and working on yourself to make those cups upright as we have here. Because you know that that is what is going to bring this solid foundation that you're craving. I do apologise for any background noise. We have some building work going on in the neighbourhood. What's this decision the divine feminine will be making, please? Yeah, you've got your heart set on this celebration, on this union that is going to bring you so much joy. And some of you are deciding, you know what, I'm fed up being in this static emotional energy. I need to go out and I need to celebrate and I need to have fun because that's part of my healing. That's part of me putting the work into myself, because whatever work I put into myself will, you know, encourage and be mirrored. I never finish a sentence. Will encourage the divine masculine. It will mirror with the divine masculine. So, you know, it's about lifting energy, lifting your vibration, putting the work into you, divine femme, while you're waiting for the divine masculine to do his work also. But if you can bring joy and if you can bring a sense of balance into this situation, then, you know, that is going to rub off on your divine masculine. And one of the things that's been coming up a lot in the divine masculine readings recently has been his need to bring balance into a situation. Yeah, look at this. If you put the work in, you're going to see the beginning of love here. You know, we know you already have that love in your heart, but, you know, it's about putting the work in for you, as I keep saying, bringing that loving energy into you, because then your vibration and your way of being will be mirrored with the divine masculine. So, let me just have a drink of water, sorry. I ate too many salted peanuts this morning, and I think they're in the back of my throat. It's usually spirit interfering with my throat chakra, but today it's salted peanuts. Sorry, spirit. I'm not going to blame you, spirit. Okay, so 9 of Cups. Why do we have 9 of Cups here, please? What message does this bring for the Divine Feminine? Yeah, look. Didn't I say the cups will all be standing upright? As we know, this is what you're working on here. The cups will be standing upright and an extra one's coming in. This is wish fulfillment. And look, 2 of Cups again. We have 2 of Cups twice in this spread for you. So the love is here. You know, the partnership is here. The loving relationship is here, you know. And this is the card of wish fulfillment, which is... you know, things working in your favour. It's slightly different to the start because this is about things working in your favour, things working out, you know, the final, it's almost like the final piece of the jigsaw here because the 9th cup is coming in. And it's the precursor, obviously, to the 10 of Cups, which is sort of the epitome of the happy, blissful family relationship sort of card. So why do we have King of Wands energy? Why is the Divine Feminine feeling in King of Wands energy? Yeah, you see the King of Wands, it's no surprise we see the 6 of Wands as well, because the King of Wands is a bit of an exhibitionist as well, you know? So you may feel that you want to go out and you want to shine. You want to actually be noticed. You want to have people recognizing you for your worth. You know, some of you may have felt, I don't know, what's the words I'm looking for? Some of you may be struggling with self-esteem a little bit because of the struggle that comes with the twin flame relationship. But this is all part of your inner growth and it's part of you doing the self-loving, you know? It's not about relying on others to give you that confirmation, if you like. But it's something at the moment that you are craving. You're wanting this attention. You're wanting to feel complete. You're wanting to feel confident. You're wanting to be in your power, you know, and go for it. That's what I say, Divine Femme. You know, go for it. Because the more you raise your vibration, as long as it's not ego-led, you know, this is about you getting the recognition. This is what you're wanting. And I see, you know, you've got this wish fulfillment here. You've got yourself finally getting the recognition that you deserve in this relationship. So it is coming. Yeah, in time. And we always get this in a twin flame relationship with Hangman. You know, things are still sort of in divine timing and we can't alter that, Divine Femme. So, you know, you are being very logical. You are taking steps forward. You know, you are waiting to be recognised, but it will happen when the timing is right, because the Divine Masculine also has to do his work in terms of his own development, is what I mean. So let's see. Let's have another card for the Queen of Swords, please, because I think that came out with the 6 of Wands. Can we have another card for the Queen of Swords, please? Why did I say 6 of Swords? That's interesting. What do we have for the Queen of Swords, please? Yeah, justice. You're feeling very logical about it, but you want things. You want a decision to be made. You want... excuse me, you want a balance brought in. We talked about balance earlier. You want justice to be done. You know, you feel you've waited a long time to be recognised in this relationship, a long time for love to come your way. It's on its way. It's showing in the cards today, and you will feel that that is the justice you deserve, Divine Femme. And rightly so. Rightly so. So why do we have the 2 of Cups here, please, for the Divine Femme? Why do we have the 2 of Cups here, Spirit? Just when you felt that your opportunity was lost, that you'd burnt all your bridges, that, you know, your opportunities had gone. You're hanging on to what is left. But they're saying don't be afraid, because the Two of Cups is here. The love is here. They don't want you to approach it with fear energy. Look at this Nine of Wands. Look how fearful that person looks. Look how tightly he's grabbing onto those last two wands to be able to take action, you know? And it's almost like at the 11th hour, when you think that this relationship is never going to work out, that is when it comes in. So this is all about keeping the faith, you know? This is all about having that faith, and that inner knowing, that inner knowledge that we talked about earlier, and knowing that it's coming, but it is in divine timing. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 more cards. Let's just see what is affecting the Divine Masculine coming forward for the Divine Femme. And I'm going to finish on this because it's probably quite long. So let's see. What is stopping the Divine Masculine, please? Yeah, look, he wants this relationship with you. But there may be a child in the mix, and this doesn't surprise me that this card has come up at all, because we're seeing this a lot in the Divine Masculine readings. So the delay may be, and it may be that he's in a relationship with someone else at the moment, you know, a karmic relationship. And if you've watched the Divine Masculine reads, especially the one that I did on Sunday, which was the karmic read, you will see that these cards came up then. There may well be children. It won't apply to all of you, but for some of you, there are children in the mix here, and he's having to sort out a situation regarding the children. So, okay. Do we have some words of wisdom? Should we have some moonology? I did say I was going to finish there, but I feel let's just get a message, please, Spirit, for the Divine Femme. Yeah, look at this. This is what they're saying about keeping your faith. This is why they gave us this 9 of Wands with the 2 of Cups over here. Because they're saying, hold your vision. You know, let the Divine Masculine sort out this situation he's dealing with at the moment. And for some of you, if he's not involved in another relationship, if he's just, you know, dealing with his own inner issues, then he needs time to do that. This is why they're saying about self-love for you in the meantime. But hold your vision, okay? Why are you asking the Divine Feminine to hold their vision, please, Spirit? Why are you asking them to hold their vision? Okay, it's because your commitment is being tested here. That's a really important message. Spirit are saying, hold your vision, Divine Femme, because like we said, 11th hour energy, you're holding on, you know, you might feel that you're holding on by the tip of your fingers here to this relationship, but it's a divinely led relationship. So they're saying to you, hold your vision, because your commitment is being tested. Okay? Right, I'm going to leave it there, Divine Femmes. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Do let me know how you feel about it down below. And yeah, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like, whatever. All those things that we always ask you to do. We always ask you to do it because it just helps to get the videos circulating on YouTube and to be picked up by the YouTube algorithm, so more people can receive these messages from Spirit. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you stayed with me till the end, thank you so much. And I will catch up with you really soon. Take care. Bye.